It's a struggle when you're, the one that's in charge of doing all of the things. And especially, since I made the choice to not hire help, then it's everything on my shoulders. I think it's less about finding the perfect balance on a daily basis and more about finding the balance overall. So I think that it's a very cyclical cycle where sometimes, you need to put more towards the business. And then sometimes you can take a step back from that a little bit and put more towards your family. One of the big shows that I did with the gallery was the 4th Avenue Street Fair, which is the biggest street fair in Tucson. They have over 400,000 people usually come through over the weekend. It's a 3-day event. And when I was first starting out back in 2015, the spring show was the first one I got admitted for. And then I was admitted for the winter show, which is always the second weekend in December. And the winter show is always, a much better one to be at because people are shopping for Christmas and, there's a different sort of energy going on. And so I was admitted and I wasn't waitlisted. So this time I was on the main drag and I was also pregnant and due the weekend of the street fair. And so it's, the end of November and I'm kind of twiddling my thumbs and going, I don't know what I'm going to do. Like I'm due the Saturday of the street fair. And I was trying to weigh the trade-off between do I cancel? Do I cancel now so it looks not as bad? Do I wait until the last minute, see if I can pull this off? And I ended up continuing on with it. And thankfully my daughter was 10 days early. And then 10 days later, I called in a bunch of favors and got help staffing the booth and was there part of the time and then home a lot of the time. And then, the next couple months, once I made it through the holiday rush, were more about me and my baby, right? And it's not that it wasn't about me and my baby during this, but I was also in a Facebook group with other moms that were due in December, and a lot of them 2 or 3 months later were talking about how they hadn't ever been away from their kid yet. And I was like, oh, she was 10 days old and I handed her off to mother-in-law to go drag my husband down to the street fair and get everything set up. And so, so everything's a decision and everything's a trade-off, but it's finding that balance where you can put more energy in here, but then also put it over there.